J-Off versus Mega as part of the EWU final. $1,000 on the line. This is part 2. In the first war, J-Off won convincingly 13-10. Can Mega fight back? We have seen them earlier on in the tournament fight back from 2 stars behind versus MCES, but can they do it with 3 stars and make the greatest comeback in Clash of Clans history? Let's find out and get into attack number 1. So the first attack of the second war is by Ast of J-Off, starting with the Battle Blimp and the E-Drag, a cloned method to set up the dragons, something off meta if you will, but the E-Drag takes down the Royal Champion, the single Inferno, and also carves a huge path within the base, which is massive when it comes to using dragons. It is all about pathing for the dragons, and this is a very good start. Remember, this is the best of 2. If you did happen to miss war number 1, I will link it down in the pinned comments. It will be linked at the end of this video, or just go and check it out in my previous videos. We did it yesterday. It was super exciting. What a war it was. But this is the final of the EWU. Can Mega make the greatest comeback ever? We've got Ast though with the dragons, starting off beautifully, setting up that funnel. Town Hall off to the side does go down incredibly easily, and the Grand Warden's ability helps the dragons through the Giga Bomb, through a Black Air Bomb, and through the single target Inferno as well. A good start. They don't necessarily get straight to that air defense though, which could be a problem. Balloon soaks up a Black Mine, and the King and Queen will help to drive the dragons back into the base, which will be good here. Taking down the Queen, taking down the air defense. It's all about this next single. Can they get to it? Royal Champion is for sure going to try and help take down the air defense at the back end. The single will go down periodically here. Lots of dragons moving through the base. This is very good for J-Off. They're already 3 stars in the lead. Mega have a mountain to climb, and if they do get the 3 stars here, it is certainly their war to lose. And how much could they win by? Dragons are with very little health, but with the Queen's ability, I think we have an opening 3-star for J-Off, and this means that Mega will need 4 3-stars to fight back, and that is as long as J-Off do not get another 3-star. They couldn't have asked for a better start here. Mega with that mountain to climb. What will they do on response? Lando has to get the 3 stars if Mega, formerly known as Lando Gaming, have the opportunity to win that $1,000. Remember, as part of the Elite Warrior United, second place still gets the 12,500 gems, so they're into the prize pool, but certainly the $1,000 for the winner is what these teams want. J-Off, battling out of DU30 clashes, now find themselves 4 stars in the lead and cruising at this point. They just need to secure the 2 stars and hope that Mega do not pull off that incredible perfect war maybe. Let's find out. Starting this one with the Grand Warden walk across to that side. 30 seconds in, has already taken out a little bit of the base and starting to carve the path for the Yetis. With the King and Balloons up to the 2 o'clock section, presumably we will see Yeti driving from 12 straight into the Town Hall. And here they come with the first Yeti to help out, just to try and force the King around clockwise, and that is what happens. Gets caught in the tornado trap though. That is a good thing to make sure that the Yeti do not get caught in it later, and the Grand Warden now gets pulled across with the Yetis and the Bowlers. Beautiful stuff. They have direct access to the Town Hall. Earthquake spells open up the entire compartment, gets damage on a huge amount of defenses, including the Eagle and Scattershot, and the Yetis get straight through the Town Hall under the Grand Warden's aura. Love that a couple of balloons was in there as well. well, potentially a little bit late on the deployment of them loons, would have liked them in front of the healers, but if they get the single, then either way, they have done a tremendous job. They will protect the Royal Champion, and this could be good for Lando, but he's got 2 scatter shots to deal with. One more Yeti onto this one would be the savior, but the Queen steps up, gets it done. Lots of Yetis jumping down towards the next scatter shot, but this could be deadly. Scatter shot turns onto the Grand Warden, which is good for Lando. Royal Champion steps up to take it down, and the Queen up to the north will get the Expo. Does he have the time to get through this base? Royal Champion's ability goes off to try and help. 50 seconds remain. Grand Warden will snipe the cannon, and potentially the Archer Tower won't have enough health. Royal Champion keeps going. I think it could be an issue on time. Let's find out if there's any other buildings. What a start to the second war here. Royal Champion going solo, trying to do what she can. Wizard to help out. Gets the Tesla. That could be crucial to help the Wizard. Oh my word, 20 seconds. I don't think it's enough. Heartbreak for Lando of Mega. Oh, they need 3 stars, no question about it. But with 10 seconds, it is a time fail. And that is just super unfortunate. Heartbreaking when they need the 3 stars so badly. But mathematically, it is still not over. And that will hopefully pick their confidence up. But it is not what they needed. Linade of Geoff, can he put the nail in the coffin now with the hybrid attack? If this is a 3-star, then Lando would be requiring a mistake from Geoff. Starts with the Yeti Blimp. What a beautiful start that is to carve out that section down to the bottom. Lures the clan castle. We are seeing a lot of mixed clan castles this war. And also getting the air defense was a bit of a bonus. Don't think he necessarily expected that. Super close to get the Wizard Tower as well, but it just protects the healers. Moving through with the Queen charge. Queen will step up, take out this area, and walk on up to the Town Hall, where presumably we will see a wall breaker getting into the Town Hall compartment. Cool, calm, collected. We've seen Linade with the attacks in that first war, getting it done in style. Remember, if you want to see that, I will link it at the end of this video. Hopefully you've already seen it. Incredible stuff. Queen will walk around. Here is the baby dragon to cut off the funnel so that when the wall breakers come in, she does go into that area. Here are the wall breakers. One test for the small bomb, but it's not even there, so the rest of them will break through. And look at the tornado trap already popped. That is dealt with. Fantastic for the hybrid. The Town Hall and the Giga Inferno out of range of the healers. Here comes the king to set the funnel, and we have beautiful pathing for the Hogs and Miners now. It does look good, this, as long as he can get through that next scatter shot nice and easy. King's ability popped on the outside. Hogs and Miners moving through with the Queen still taking out defenses to help their pathing to the scatter shot. Beautiful planning by Linade, and lots of Hogs and Miners come through to this area. Freeze onto not just the scatter shot, but the Expo as well. In combination with the Grand Warden's ability, this looks like a very promising attack. 1 minute left. Queen's ability, Royal Champion's ability. Final heal goes in over the Eagle, leading into the Multi-Inferno, and we still have a freeze to be flexible. Decides to use it on the multi. Interesting choice there. I thought he might have saved it for the single Infernos to protect the heroes, sorry guys, not the healers, but the heroes. The Queen well at the back of the base. She needs to step up here. Royal Champion's ability can be used onto the single. It's getting tight. It is getting close now. Couple of wall breakers to try and tank any defenses. Royal Champion takes the single. We've got a cannon at the bottom, but with 20 seconds, and the Queen going left, right, and center. Which wall will she take? Linade left scratching his head because the Queen just didn't move through the base fast enough. As buildings were taken down, it was retargeting the Queen, and that is unfortunate, but it is a miracle that Mega needed in terms of moving forward in this war. It is Ghost. hoping to bounce back from the 1-star nightmare that he had in the first war. Will he get the 3 to really keep Mega's hopes alive, going with the safe Yeti attack? There's no way that the 2-star should not be secured. However, Lando Gaming, now known as Mega, have to just go all out for 3 stars. They cannot be hitting safe 2s. They've got to take huge risks and hope that they can get this done. Starts with the Grand Warden Walk, who will be able to reach the scatter shot over in that area, but he will come into a lot of damage here. The Expo Cannon and the scatter shot on the Grand Warden. That is why the rage spell is very wisely used. Get that scatter shot down. That will be very helpful for this Yeti attack. King will be able to take the entire bottom section with the Yetis moving through and sideswipe the Town Hall, but he will be saving onto the Royal Champion to go in there with the King. This is a very similar base to a one you might have seen, and I have seen an attack just like this, taking it out. Ghost recognizing that and trying to mimic previous attacks. Yetis do get caught on the outside of the base a little bit. Is he going to use the Royal Champion by himself, or is he saving onto the blimp? Probably would be a good idea to use that up to the Eagle and the scatter shot, but needs to secure that Town Hall. Sends it into the Town Hall. Strangely enough, there was a lot there to help take that, so I am surprised that he would send it in that area and not up to the scattershot and Eagle. Maybe just trying to get as much percentage as possible, as the bowlers and Yetis are split everywhere, and that is not what you need in these situations. You need your troops together to get maximum DPS through the base, and as everything crumbles down, that is also Mega's hopes of the $1,000 as it continues to slip away from them. 2 attacks in this war and they've failed to get the 3-star yet, but am I speaking too soon, as the Royal Champion has the ability and she might help to get through the defenses? Come on, Ghost of Mega, I'm cheering for that 3-star so that it keeps the wars interesting, exciting. Mega have been a little bit unfortunate in the first war with some of their attacks, and indeed their first attack with timing. Royal Champion trying to get through the skellies. 30 seconds, is it enough? I think it might be. No buildings around. Royal Champion needs to go to the builder hut. She doesn't. Turn around. Yes, she does. 20 seconds. Oh, it's a race against the clock, guys. It is a race against the clock, but as everything surrounds it, Ghost can celebrate from the 1-star in the previous war, now going to be the 3, and could be what keeps the greatest comeback alive with the 3 stars for Mega. There you go, Ghost. You can breathe easy, my friend. Boom, with his trademark Lava Loon attack. We've seen him use this throughout the previous meta prior to Town Hall 13 being released, and he was one of the top players in the game with it. In Legends League, constantly at the top using the Lalo. I know he has already had it to work numerous times at Town Hall 13, but the main question is, will it be this attack where he can do it again and really help J-Off get into the $1,000 winning position? They need to secure a 3-star to mean it's out of reach unless they fail. Uses the Sui portion to take down the Town Hall. Has lured the Clan Castle troops though. Not an issue, as he has a couple of archers which will pull them off to the side of the map and keep them out of the way of the Lava Loon. But the issue being the King still alive. That was beautiful. The couple of balloons to get that archer tower alongside the King worked out phenomenally, and the archer continues to pull them Clan Castle troops away. Look at this. We have a Lalo coming in from every single angle alongside the blimp. When you don't need the blimp for pathing, it can be phenomenal, and the dragons inside snipe off that queen super quick. You've got to be creative to get Lalo to work at Town Hall 13, and boom, doing just that with the Grand Warden through the second scatter shot. First one was swamped. Second one has the Grand Warden's ability through it. Caught in the tornado trap are the balloons on the left, but commits that rage spell to try and get through the back end defenses. As long as he gets the bolt down here, he could get it. Minions cleaning up. A minute and a half left. Had the Skelly spell for the Queen as well, but wasn't needed. He can use that on defenses. Dragon, balloons, lots of things around. It's the wizard. He's pulling the lava hound and the golem even further away. Lovely freeze onto the Teslas. Surprised not to see a little bit more reinforcement there in terms of the baby dragon and the skeleton. However, there is a lot of time left, so he can be patient. Wait until the dragon and the Grand Warden get there, and then reinforce with the skelly and the dragon. Where's he used the skelly spell? Over here to keep the lava hound and the ice golem distracted. Brilliant stuff. 40 seconds it is. Let's see if he can do it. The dragon has to stay alive here. How much health does he have? Baby dragon directly targets a Tesla. That is awesome. Lots of health on the dragon. Grand Warden sniping things off. It's all about the storages. Come on, Broom. Let's get this one done. This will give them the victory unless they fail. But here comes the lava hound right at the end. Heartbreak for J-Off. Is it enough? The Tesla is not going down, and they will pop the lava hound. It's going to be a 99% unless the dragon ignores it. Oh, it's not going to happen. The dragon on the king. Dragon with the lava hound. 99%. Oh, all they can do is laugh. I mean, they're in the driving seat, but that would have been really incredible for them. Mega have got to get a 3-star. They've got to get 3 stars from now on out, and even then it might not be enough in terms of percentage, because J-Off have the percentage. Mega need a miracle. They've got to get 3 stars and hope that J-Off make a mistake. Starts off with the freeze to the single inferno. Queen goes the wrong way here though, and she's caught on the skeletons, not out of range of the single. Is he going to freeze it? Decides to use the ability. That is surprising, to just wait and save the freeze. Obviously just decided to forget about the single, get the scatter shot and get as much as possible, saving the freeze for the expos, maybe the enemy queen. Let's find out. Another rage spell used. You've got to say this is a lot of spells with not a huge return, because the queen has used the ability and not got huge amounts down. Yes, a scatter shot. Yes, created pathing, but there's still a lot in this base. Queen's still alive. Thankfully, the miner and hog combination can deal with that, and that's probably why the royal champion is coming into this area as well and not sideswiping to help with pathing. Hogs will bypass the town hall until the miners activate it. There it goes. Royal champion ability goes off. Can they get through this area? Queen unfortunately stuck on the single, freezes it, but then she's on a wall, so she will go down anyway. So the freeze pretty much wasted, to be honest. Would have far better off been used on the scatter shot, because the hogs and miners now have no spells to help get through. Will it be a miracle? The good thing is that they are splitting a little bit and the healers transfer off. That means that the scatter shot can only hit a few of them. It's still looking okay here with the royal champion's ability. Suspense building for Mega, but the single, which is left on the right hand side, would be the defining factor anyway. However, hogs, miners, they hit the ground. It's all about the percentage, and at this point they need J-Off to make some huge mistakes, which isn't likely to happen. Can they get any extra percentage here? Grand Warden will get the elixir storage. Don't think they can actually get anything else. Grand Warden sniping off buildings, might be able to snipe the air defense. Got to just try something with that wizard and archer, trying to wait until the Grand Warden will snipe anything. But it's not going to happen for them. Does get a good percentage either way. 93 going to be close to 94, 95% here, but 3 stars are what win wars, and J-Off are ahead by the 3 stars convincingly at this point. Very surprised to have used the wizard on the cannon there. I knew he wouldn't get that. 94% it is, but now J-Off just have to clear out the 2 stars in order to win that $1,000. If they start getting 1 stars and losing their cool, then Mega could still take it. Humble Luke. Let's just put it how it is. He needs to get a 3 star and J-Off need to get 1 stars in order for them to win. It's looking really unlikely, isn't it? But mathematically could still happen with 2 attacks left per team. Humble Luke has got to get this one done though, otherwise it is out of their hands. Battle Blimp flies in towards that single target Inferno. Yetis under Rage will take it down and hopefully get the scatter shot. Which way do they go? They get the Grand Warden's Altar. Yetis jump forward and they get it. They just about get it. That's where the Rage spell can be beautiful if you can use it on top of the Yetis. If there's not too many defenses, then it's not needed. It's purely to try and get a defense that is a little bit deeper into the base, and that one was beautiful. Uses the poison onto the ice golems. In this meta, single attack format, you've got to have that poison in case anything comes out of the clan castle. Interesting placement on the queen here, because she could go either way if he's not careful. Healer's now used. She will go to the Dark Elixir storage, then the Tesla. Does she go down the other way? Could be interesting. She'll be drawn in. Uses the wall breaker. He's got to get this wall open, otherwise she could walk around. Uses the rage to help, but the single bomb goes off. Wow, if the rage spell wasn't there, he wouldn't have got through that. So a little bit fortunate, but did clear it anyways. And the queen now on the inside. 1 minute 40 though. Got to be careful on time. We've seen a couple of very close attacks on time this war. Queen getting through the king. Will do that nicely. Sam takes down, Balloon takes down the Sam, sorry. Now the baby dragon can continue getting to work, trying to secure the town hall to then help with miners and hogs with their pathing. Hasn't used the king. Does he come in from 3? He does. Didn't know whether he was going to deploy the miners at 2 or at 9. Queen goes down and the healers go down as well. Now he's got to drive everything into the town hall. Is this the end of Mega? If J-Off get this 3-star. Hogs and miners moving through. If they get a 3-star here, it is pretty much over. Hogs and miners will get the town hall. This is good though for Mega, because J-Off will be very unlikely to get it now that the queen and healers went down. Hogs and miners moving through. King on the outside helps to create that pathing for them moving through. I mean, he's got the pathing of the hogs and miners. It's as good as it could be. Unfortunate the queen went down and they had to take the damage from the town hall and adjust the pathing. Now the scattershot gets to work. You can see how close this would have been, but time the issue as well due to the lengthy queen walk. 10 seconds left. Just pop the royal champion's ability to get through. 76 still gets that 2-star. I think I was mentioning at the start of this one Mega attacking, but it is the next attack that Mega attack, and they, like we said, have got to get a 3, and J-Off would then have to fail miserably. If Mega could put any attacker up, it would be World Championship winner 1. They need a 3-star, then they need a 3-star in the next attack, and J-Off would need a 1 if not a 0-star for them to win. So the mountain is getting even bigger, but mathematically it is still not over, just incredibly unlikely. However, they will battle to the bitter end. This is the final of the EWU. They did come back from MCES and win, although they were 2 stars behind. But 3 and the power and class of J-Off just seem like it's too much for them. With this one though, we've got the king and queen coming straight into the town hall. A Sui approach for the Lalo. You're always going to see skellies around the town hall. Ground skellies in this ground meta. And if you do not have ground skellies around your town hall, do it. It will help you out. In this case though, does get through it. Queen's ability will just about make sure that... Will it? Will it? No, it won't. Oh my word. It looked so good, but as soon as the queen's ability and the power of her shots was down and gone, the Expos locked, loaded, and took her down. Lalo now has to start with the stone slammer across to that side. Sends the royal champion in. I love it. One, I love it. The creativity to use the Royal Champion's ability sooner rather than later and just get the Town Hall down could be what saves this Lalo. Grand Warden's ability has to be used early though. Moving to the back end scattershot. Is it going to be enough? The dragon helping to take down enemy heroes. Balloon straight onto the scattershot. Eagle still firing. And everything has pathed around the eagle. That could be the downside. Balloons doing incredible though. Can they get the eagle? Yes, they do. Come on, get it, get it. Yes, they do. Oh, the eagle got a final shot onto the balloons, and that will be what takes them down alongside the wizard tower. One couldn't have adapted any better to that. I applaud you so much with that Royal Champion's ability. Everyone defaults to using it at the very end, but I've always said there are numerous possibilities when you might use it earlier to take down a defense that would impact the attack, in that case the Town Hall, and it was a brilliant adaptation. Helps one to drive the percentage up to 90%. This one will finish off at, but it is not what they needed because J-Off lead by 3 stars, so now Mega would need a 3-star and J-Off would need a 0-star, and even then it would have to be pretty much an awful percentage because J-Off lead across the 2 wars on percentage. This one though finishes off within 91%. 2-star, still a good attack there by 1. Jojo 23, bags of talent, got the 3-star in that previous war. He just needs a 1-star. If it is a 40% 0-star, then Mega could still take it if they get a 3-star. I know it's unlikely, but it's mathematically possible. Blimp though comes in to try and take the scattershot, doesn't get it, does lure the clan castle, and that will allow the queen to take that out. Using troops to take down any buildings on the outside, there's a lot of free percentage. This looks like J-Off will be securing the $1,000 and the title Champions of EWU Season 6. We have the funnel getting created. The jump spell will be used after the wall breakers have tried to bunch into this north compartment. Here comes the first test wall breaker. Does set off the small bomb, but does actually get one of the walls weakened. Uses the rage anyway. Do the wall breakers get through the next one? They do. 26% already. Looking very good here for Jojo, but we've got a minute down. He will be going for the 3 stars. Nothing else. I know every single one of the clashes in J-Off, and they all have the mentality of 3 stars. Queen with the jump will get the Town Hall, secure the star, and secure the $1,000 for J-Off. But where will the Hogs and Miners come on? 9 o'clock it is. Here they come alongside the king. Grand Warden in that area. Town Hall goes down and the $1,000 go to J-Off across the 2 wars because they won the previous one by 13-10. Uses the Grand Warden's ability to get through the first scattershot, or at least through the damage of it. Hogs and Miners are going around it though. Will the Royal Champion take it? Will the Hog Riders take it? What is going to happen? Queen still staying alive. Uses the freeze on the second scattershot and Eagle. A beautiful move that. Hogs and Miners still inside the heal, but the Queen goes down. That allows the healers to transition. It's looking ever unlikely that the 3 stars will happen as the Hogs and Miners struggle with these scattershot, and that is the danger of any attack for Town Hall 13, but Jojo can celebrate anyways. He's got the 2 stars comfortably, he's got the high percent, and makes it mathematically impossible for Mega to catch up. But can they get the 3-star? Can they win this second war to at least give themselves some pride? But overall, it does mean that they will not win across the 2 wars. Miners closing out the buildings here, but it's not enough. 90% it will be, so keeps their percentage high and means that Lando Gaming, now known as Mega, may not win this war either, depending on their percentage. If they get a 79%, then they will not win this war. 2 stars, anything above 89, and they take this 5v5. Senior Fox wanting to at least win this war. Remember, As long as they get 80%, then they will still win this one. As long as it's a 2-star 80, not a 1-star. But they cannot win overall. Uses the Yeti with the blimp to get into this area, and this is a situation, look, where the rage is not needed. Remember I said earlier on in the video, it's all about if you need to get a deeper defense into the base. Could easily get the blimp into that area, so the rage really wouldn't have gave him too much more value. Uses the P.E.K.K.A. to create that funnel alongside the king, and this is very good because with the Yeti now driving in from the 2 o'clock section, he has all of his spells, 3 jump spells to get through the base. Very surprising, but the earthquake really couldn't get him too much through here. Might have been able to get him right through this initial section actually, so interesting that he doesn't use the earthquake spell through the initial portion, because you'd have used the same spell slots and also got damage onto the buildings. Yetis moving through, they've got to go back through the first jump spell to get to the second one. I guess the positive thing here, what's Senior Fox seen that I didn't initially, is that actually he can keep everything into the center of the base, whereas with the earthquake they would have been drawn to the town hall and on the outside. So definitely the better use using the jump spell now looking at it, and this actually looks pretty promising as the Yeti move through. We've got 1 scattershot and eagle. Surprising not to see the Royal Champion coming in to try and take that out. Royal Champion, where is she? She comes in at 6 o'clock. Why not 9 o'clock to get the eagle and scattershot? That is very, very interesting. Queen all alone over there. Will get the king. No ability. Doesn't get the king. That could be huge. And the Yeti will now be exposed to the scattershot. Oh, it's not going to be enough, I don't think, for the 3 stars. Royal Champion's ability does get the scattershot. Wait a second, I might be speaking too soon. Grand Warden has the healers, and that is 81%. So Mega at least win one of these wars. Overall, it is not enough for the first place because it was part 1 and part 2. Again, if you're watching on YouTube and you missed part 1, it will be in the pinned comments. It's linked at the end of this video, but that means that Mega get the 3-star for this one and they will win this war, but it means they take 2nd overall. GG to Mega and Senior Fox getting the 3 stars there. Fantastic stuff. Let's go back to the scoreboard and have a look. It is 12-11 with the percentage victory to Mega on this one, but overall with J-Off winning by 3 stars, it is not enough. GG to both clans. Well done for J-Off winning the $1,000 and Mega winning 12,500 gems. Thank you all for watching.